Audiobook Academy Biography presents Oprah Winfrey. Media mogul and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey made her name hosting her own talk show, which was broadcast around the world from 1986 to 2011. After that, she founded her own television network. Oprah Winfrey is a talk show host, media executive, actress, and a millionaire philanthropist, among other things. The Oprah Winfrey Show aired for 25 seasons, from 1986 to 2011, and she is most recognized for hosting the show. The Oprah Winfrey Network was founded by Winfrey in 2011 as her own television network, OWN. When she arrived to Baltimore in 1976, Winfrey anchored People Are Talking, a popular talk show. After that, she was hired by a TV station in Chicago to host her own morning show, which was a success. Childhood and education. On January 29, 1954, Winfrey was born in the rural Mississippi town of Kosciuszko. While still a teenager, Winfrey lived with her father, a barber and businessman named Vernon, in a tiny farming hamlet where she was sexually molested by several male relatives and acquaintances. She enrolled at Tennessee State University in 1971. In Nashville, she began her broadcasting career. After moving to Baltimore in 1976, Winfrey anchored People Are Talking, a television discussion program. Winfrey worked with the show for 8 years until being hired by a Chicago TV station to headline her own morning show, AM Chicago. Phil Donahue was a formidable opponent in that particular time period. Over the course of a few months, Winfrey's warm, approachable persona helped propel her show from the bottom of the ratings to the top. The Oprah Winfrey Show. The Oprah Winfrey Show was created by Winfrey in 1986 and lasted nationally syndicated for 25 years, ending in 2011. Oprah Winfrey's syndicated talk show made $125 million in its first year, of which she received $30 million. With syndication and her new production business Harpo Productions, Oprah is spelt backwards, she soon won control of the show from ABC, bringing it under her new production company, Harpo Productions. Oprah is backwards. In 1994, Winfrey committed to keep her show devoid of tabloid subjects as talk shows became increasingly vulgar and exploitative. Despite a dip in ratings, she quickly gained the admiration of her audience and was soon rewarded with a resurgence in popularity. Winfrey also participated in the critically acclaimed TV miniseries The Women of Brewster Place that Harpo collaborated on in 1989. After signing a new deal in 2004, Oprah Winfrey agreed to continue her talk show through the 2010-11 season. Across 212 U.S. stations and more than 100 nations around the world carried the syndicated show at the time. When Winfrey's contract with ABC expired in 2011, she declared in 2009 that her show would come to an end. Book Club. As part of her talk show, Winfrey launched Oprah's Book Club, which has had a significant impact on the publishing industry. With the help of the program, several up-and-coming authors rose to fame and achieved a new level of mainstream recognition. Winfrey's Book Club is still going strong. Michelle Obama's memoir, Becoming, was released in 2018, and she became famous for her interview with the former First Lady. What Oprah likes the most. Winfrey established Oprah's favorite things on her talk show in 1997, which is an annual list of holiday gifts handpicked by the mogul. The annual practice continued even when Winfrey moved to new ventures. The list was featured on Amazon for the 20th edition in 2017. For the first time, Alexa's voice control system allowed customers to hear Oprah Winfrey herself describe her top picks for the season, making her the first celebrity to do so. Half-sister. During the final season of her talk show, Oprah Winfrey's viewership skyrocketed when she announced that she has a half-sister named Patricia. In 1963, Vernita Lee, Winfrey's mother, gave birth to a daughter. Winfrey was just 9 years old at the time and was living with her father at the time of the interview. To avoid having to rely on public help, Lee placed the child for adoption. She reasoned that she couldn't care for another child. From the time she was a baby until she was 7, Patricia was raised in a succession of foster homes. When Patricia was an adult, she attempted to contact her biological mother Lee through her adoption agency, but Lee refused to meet with her. After some investigation, she approached Winfrey's niece, and the two had DNA testing done, which confirmed they were relatives. As soon as Winfrey learned of her sister's existence, she decided to promote it. On her show, she added, "It was one of the best surprises of my life." Weight reduction. Oprah Winfrey has publicly battled her weight, and her repeated weight loss initiatives have been well documented. During her talk program in 1988, She announced that she had lost 67 pounds by following a liquid-based diet and exercising regularly. Later, she revealed that she'd basically starved herself for 4 months and had eaten nothing. She had regained most of the weight she had lost by 1992. She lost over 90 pounds in 1995, dropping to her ideal weight of around 150 pounds. She ran the Marine Corps Marathon in Washington, D.C., in that year. Rosie Daly, Winfrey's personal chef, and Bob Greene, her personal trainer, both wrote best-selling books in the wake of her triumph. Winfrey's weight, on the other hand, fluctuated throughout time. Weight Watchers. Winfrey acquired a 10% share in Weight Watchers in 2015. WW. And as an advisor to the corporation, she got her place on its boards and appeared in TV commercials as a spokeswoman. It had been a while since Winfrey's involvement with WW, but the company's membership and stock values began to rise as a result. To her credit, Winfrey claimed in the beginning of 2017 that she had dropped another 42 pounds, this time thanks to WW. More than 2 years later, she addressed a message to WW members informing them that she had been diagnosed with prediabetes prior to her most recent weight reduction adventure, but that she now had control of her blood pressure and sugar. O Magazine and Oxygen Media. It was in 1999 that Oprah Winfrey unveiled Oxygen Media, a cable and internet programming firm she co-founded. As a result, Winfrey cemented her position as one of Hollywood's most influential and rich figures. With the help of the network in 2002, she was able to get a primetime slot for her syndicated talk program. The Oprah magazine was launched by Hearst in 2000 and has since become one of the most popular magazines in the world. Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. A collaborative venture with Discovery Communications, the Oprah Winfrey Network, launched soon after the Oprah Winfrey Show concluded in 2011. But in spite of the network's bumpy start financially, it gained notoriety in January 2013 when it aired an interview between Winfrey and Lance Armstrong, the American cyclist who was banned from competing in the 2012 Tour de France after allegations of doping were made against him. A number of performance-enhancing drugs, including cortisone, testosterone, and erythropoietin were acknowledged by Armstrong in the course of the conversation, also known as EPO. Although I have many flaws, I don't mind paying the price for them now. I'm entitled to this, and I'll take it, he made the statement. OWN is said to have made millions of dollars from the interview. In a statement, Winfrey said the following about her conversation with Armstrong: "He didn't tell me the truth like I expected him to. It took me by surprise. Some of his responses captivated me, my team, and everyone else in the room. He appeared to be meticulous, in my opinion. His tone was stern. He'd done a lot of thinking and planning to get ready for this. I'd say he made the most of the situation. We were both fatigued by the time it was through." To better serve OWN's Los Angeles headquarters, Winfrey announced the closure of her Chicago-based Harpo Studios in March of that same year. The studio where Oprah Winfrey established her television empire and hosted her syndicated talk show to its end in 2011 was located there. This element of the company needed to be scaled back in order to move forward. Although it's going to be difficult to say goodbye, Winfrey expressed her confidence that the future offers even more surprises than she could have imagined. Greenleaf marked Winfrey's comeback to acting in her first appearance in a series with a set number of episodes. In June 2016, OWN premiered the original family drama, which centered around a Memphis megachurch. Discovery stated in December 2017 that it has purchased 24.5% of OWN for $70 million, making it the dominant owner of the company. Under the terms of the arrangement, Winfrey was able to keep her position as CEO of OWN while still keeping a stake of 25.5% in the company. Collaboration with Apple. It was announced in June 2018 that Oprah Winfrey had signed a multi-year partnership with Apple to produce original programming. The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates will be the first book discussed on Winfrey's Oprah's Book Club when it debuts on Apple TV Plus on November 1, according to a September 2019 announcement. On the Record, a documentary about the women who have accused music producer Russell Simmons of sexual misconduct, was produced by Oprah Winfrey as part of her partnership with Apple. Just days before the documentary was to screen at the 2020 Sundance Film Festival, Winfrey abruptly withdrew her sponsorship. Wealth, generosity, and accolades. According to Forbes, Winfrey was the wealthiest African American of the 20th century and the only black billionaire in the world for 3 consecutive years. Life magazine proclaimed her the most powerful woman of her generation. The Academy of Television Arts and Sciences named Winfrey the first recipient of the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award in September 2002. According to Businessweek in 2005, Oprah Winfrey was the most influential African-American philanthropist in American history. Oprah Winfrey's Angel Network raised more than $50 million for philanthropic causes such as educating girls in South Africa and providing aid to those affected by Hurricane Katrina in the United States. In 1994, President Bill Clinton signed into law a bill that Winfrey had submitted to Congress, creating a national database of convicted child abusers. Winfrey is a passionate champion for children's rights. The Family for Better Lives Foundation was established by her, as was her involvement with Tennessee State University, where she attended as a student. In November 2013, Winfrey was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. For her service to her country, she received this award from President Obama. Immediately following the Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in February 2018, Oprah Winfrey declared she will donate $500,000 to the March for Our Lives event scheduled for the following month, following George and Amal Clooney's lead. Participation in public. In support of Barack Obama's candidacy. With the largest audiences of the primary season to date, Winfrey campaigned for Barack Obama in December 2007. In the early primary states of Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, Winfrey joined Obama for a series of events. A political campaign was Winfrey's first foray into politics. At the University of South Carolina football stadium, 29,000 people attended a rally that had been moved from an 18,000-seat basketball arena to accommodate the public's desire. The dream came from Drive, Martin Luther King. However, we no longer have to limit ourselves to daydreaming about the ideal world, as Winfrey informed the Assembly. By voting for a man who knows not only who we are, but who we can be, we can make that dream a reality. Stacey Abrams's campaign. Stacey Abrams, the first black woman to run for governor in a major party in any state, was campaigning with Oprah Winfrey in November 2018. Winfrey went door to door and even participated in a town hall meeting with the Democratic contender in the race for the presidency. In the end, Abrams was beaten by Republican Brian Kemp in the race for governor. Relationship with Donald Trump. President Trump and Oprah Winfrey have a long history of working together. As recently as 1999, Trump claimed on Larry King Live that Winfrey would be his running partner in the event that he were to run for the White House. Many times on Twitter, Trump has praised Winfrey's decisions, including her interview with Lance Armstrong and the establishment of her own network. Trump claimed after taking office that he and Winfrey were close friends before he entered politics. Noise, vitriol, and crazy talk in politics are all words that Oprah Winfrey used, but she avoided using Trump's name. Oprah Winfrey's appearance on 60 Minutes as a special correspondent in 2018 was described as extremely insecure by President Trump, and he urged her to run for president so she can be exposed and beaten just like all of the others. Proposals for a presidential run in 2020. Winfrey's address at the 2018 Golden Globes, in which she denounced the racially hostile atmosphere in the United States, sparked speculation among admirers that she would run for president in the 2020 election. She has stated that she does not want to run for president. The Golden Globes Award. The Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement was given to Oprah Winfrey in January 2018, making her the first African American woman to receive this award. After recalling how she was inspired by Sidney Poitier's Globes tribute decades earlier, she stressed the necessity of a free press in a society damaged by brutally powerful men in a poignant address. To sum up, I want all the girls watching here and now to know that a new day is on the horizon, she added, concluding. It will be because of the amazing women and men in this room who are working hard to ensure that they are the leaders who lead us to a day when no one needs to say, "Me too," ever again, that a new day will dawn. A list of well-known motion pictures. The Color Purple. After her triumph on television, Winfrey was nominated for an Academy Award for her performance in Steven Spielberg's 1985 film The Color Purple. During the Broadway run of The Color Purple in 2005, Oprah Winfrey was one of the show's producers and helped bring the musical back to life. In 2015, Winfrey co-produced a revival of the musical that was nominated for a Tony Award. Beloved. Disney has secured a multi-film deal with Oprah Winfrey. Toni Morrison's Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Beloved, starring Oprah Winfrey and Danny Glover in 1998, received mixed reviews and generally failed to live up to the expectations of the filmmaking community. Food line, soups, pizzas, and sides. Oh, that's good, a range of ready-to-eat snacks with a healthy twist, was launched by Winfrey in 2017. Pizzas, soups, and sides like mashed potatoes and pasta are all part of the menu. NBC's 60 Minutes program. CBS announced in January 2017 that Oprah Winfrey would join 60 Minutes as a special contributor in the fall of that year. According to Winfrey, she left the show because the structure wasn't the right format and she was speaking with too much passion for the producers, which she revealed in April of this year. Private life. Since the mid-1980s, Winfrey has been dating public relations executive Stedman Graham. They were engaged in 1992, however the union was never consummated. In the city of Chicago, the pair calls themselves home. In addition to Montecito, California, Rolling Prairie, Indiana, and Telluride, Colorado, Winfrey has properties in these cities. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button for more content like this. See you in next video.